All right, y'all. So I know a couple of y'all probably thought I was just playing. You know, he ain't really getting the iPhone SE. He ain't getting that budget phone. He ain't about to downgrade. Ha. Just in case y'all was like out here thinking I wasn't gonna do it. Here it is in the flesh, the iPhone SE, and it's not the same as this one. Two different boxes. This is actually the iPhone SE. So let's get it. Now, if y'all know where I be, I go by the name Wayne Train. My real name is Dwayne Mims. You can search it up at the top. It might be a little bit easier to find your boy if you do it that way. But we do tech videos over here, man. Unboxings. Flashback Friday today. We got the iPhone SE. That's the kind of unboxings we're doing today. So if any of that interests you, please consider subscribing to your boy. And welcome to any new ones as well. I don't want to make it seem like I'm not noticing. I got my notifications on. So whenever I do get a new subscriber, I know. And I want to thank you personally. Even if I'm not personally doing it to you individually, this is to all you guys who subscribe to me. I really appreciate it. So, iPhone SE, nothing different here. You know, this is a typical iPhone style unboxing. I mean, honestly, if you ask me when it comes to unboxing a phone and the unboxing experience, the iPhone has probably done it better than a lot of other manufacturers. If you ask me, they probably put a lot of people on notice, a lot of smartphone companies on notice. Like, look, you gotta step your game up, okay? Because like what gives it, like the iPhone box is like iconic in its own right. So there's a reason why I still have them. I don't know why, but I might have a problem. But you know, so you get your corded AirPods. You got your lightning adapter and what is that, like a 10-watt charger or whatever. It actually does support 18-watt fast charging. It just doesn't come with the brick. So yeah, if you have an iPad or not because it has that same brick. So if you have that, or even like an iPad Pro, iPhone 11 Pro. Sorry, I'm getting my words all mixed up. You'll be set to go. But we got the iPhone SE. Now, this is a little different for me. I did say I was going to do some budget phones, and this is what we would like call a budget device. Very much so. It's small. Let's do some size comparisons real quick. We'll get it cut on here in a second, but like I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do it, man. I'm downgrading. So this is the iPhone 11 Pro, the small one. So check that out. A little bit taller. I think it's a little wider on the iPhone 11 Pro. The iPhone SE is a lot thinner. So just think about that. So you're getting a really compact phone. If you think about it, in today's, you know, landscape, this is considered a compact phone. You're getting the top of the line in terms of internals when it comes to the processor and all that stuff, at least on Apple's side. So, I mean, to pack that into such a small phone, I'm actually pretty impressed with that. Obviously, they shorted out on things like the camera. So, you know, even the front camera took a hit. It's not the same high quality front camera as on the iPhone 11 Pro or even the iPhone 11 to my knowledge. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything set up real quick, turned on, and we'll check it out, talk a little bit more, and then yeah, be right back. All right, y'all, so I'm back with it. Finally loaded up, got everything for the most part getting transferred and everything. Everything's in the background, but what I will say, just off the initial, you know, unboxing and holding the two phones, If you are an avid Apple iPhone user, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, I'm trying to, like, there's a bit of a, like, there's that feeling of a little bit of a downgrade, but the price that you pay for that downgrade is worth it, because, or the money you're saving rather, because at least when it comes as far as just holding and feeling the phone, it does not feel like you have like made a huge mistake. Now I'll kind of go into the camera a little bit here and there, but like another area where I notice is music. Let me see if I can find some copyright free stuff, but I played a little bit of music, and honestly, okay, it's still installing. Oops. So I won't be able to do that. I'll probably just save it for the review. But if you could just take my word for it, the speakers on this thing are not that bad, and probably the best budget sounding speakers, because most phones of this size and this price, you're not gonna get good speakers. You got stereo speakers, bottom firing, and from the earphone. So yeah, I gotta set that up. So I mean, hey, now I'll throw the specs up, and you know, there's areas where we can go off top where I know that there's a downgrade. The front camera is one. You know, screen size obviously is another, and that's subjective. So I mean, you can call it a downgrade, you can or not. We're missing some cameras. See, so we got just a single 12 megapixel camera versus a trifecta on the iPhone 11 Pro side, and I'm comparing the Pro. So you got one, you got three, and then even the iPhone 11 has two. So you got that nice little increase or whatever. The design factor, that's the other area. I mean, if you add, like for me, this is kind of going against some of the things that I do kind of stand for as far as innovation and all that. But if we're talking about a budget device, we're not looking for innovation. I do wish that the iPhone SE would have been the phone to introduce us to what could be coming. It would have been really dope if they introduced this, you know, style on the iPhone SE. I know for a fact they would have sold this phone would have sold like crazy if that's what they did, but they didn't, obviously. But I'm pretty sure the phone's still selling pretty well. Just take it to the back real quick. You know, Apple logo located in the middle now. Minimal branding, except for the product right on the bottom. And if you got the white model, there would be, or black, there would be no branding at all. Other thing that I noticed is that the flash on the iPhone SE is under the glass, and it's exposed here on the iPhone 11 Pro. We got a glassy back, we got a matte back on here. I mean, people are kind of associating the matte back to you know, premium, I guess now. So if you got a matte glass, I guess that's saying that you have a premium device. Not me. I mean, it's a nice feature, not feature, but it's a nice little thing to have, but not a game changer or a deal breaker whatsoever. Just looking at the size again, iPhone 11 Pro a lot thinner. Let's take it to another size comparison. I got the Google Pixel 4 over here. Check that out. Pixel 4, I believe, they're about the same width, a little higher, but you know, they got the Pixel 4 has that big, I mean, I guess technically the bezels on this are a lot bigger, but I mean, I was gonna say it has that big bezel, but all in all, man, I'm gonna keep it short. The iPhone SE, in my opinion, is a winner. I didn't even take it to the camera yet. We'll do that right now. But, oops. Fingerprint scanner is actually a nice little thing to see again. But I know there's a hit in the camera department. I know. So let me take some photos. Now, essentially, photos should be a little bit better, seeing that we got the A13 Bionic chip for image processing on here. So just straight off the viewfinder, we'll zoom in. We'll take one on the iPhone 11 Pro. Smudge. Okay. The funny thing is it took a little longer to process on the iPhone 11 Pro. But let's do that again. And look, straight up, like, so there is night mode. Night mode is not on the iPhone SE. Could it be possibly introduced in the update? Maybe. I wouldn't hold my breath. But not that it's even necessary. But I mean, for those who like night photography, you know, it's a nice little thing to have. But not for, like, for me, it's not a deal breaker whatsoever. I'll let you guys see this straight out the viewfinder. I might even throw the image up, we'll see. But honestly, they're very, very, very similar. And the differences that, you know, that might exist are not justified to, like, you know, the price difference right there, like, for me is justified. $400. And also, I meant to say in the beginning, you can get, I've seen Best Buy already have this for $50 off, $350 for the base model. So you'd be able to get the 400, you'd be able to get the 128 like I got for $400 versus $450 that the other places are charging. So talking about that versus here, 256 gigs. And even like the standard, I think, is 64 at $1,000. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. And I'll tell you before we go, I'm gonna head out and I'll talk. We are gonna do a review. I'm gonna do some camera tests and stuff as well. But the idea behind this move for me is to get me to use my iPad Pro a lot more. Like, my iPhone 11 Pro is such a powerhouse that I don't even need an iPad. Yes, the screen and all that, that's the only difference. But in terms of functionality and all that, there really is no need for an iPad Pro when you have the iPhone 11 Pro with all those cameras and everything. So my idea was to downgrade my iPhone, save some money, and possibly even upgrade my iPad to the newer one. But I might not yet. I'm not so sure yet. And really have that 1-2 combo between the two, because I really want to start using my iPad more. And I believe that me downgrading my iPhone is going to get me to do that. So, and it's, you know, just a change of pace as well. I got a couple cases. We'll do some unboxings on those, and we'll get back. Well, I'll get back with y'all soon with the iPhone SE. So that is the iPhone SE. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this phone. Do you think it was a bogus move by Apple to just basically reinvent the same phone they already had and try to sell it as new? I mean, in a way it is, if you ask me, but at the same time, like, you got a lot of pluses with this phone. There's a lot of things to like, so don't just sleep on it. We'll talk more about it, though, later on. It's your man, Wayne Train. I'm out. Take it easy.